his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the blue and silver. His official weight of 173 pounds, bang on. Hailing from Carlisle, England's United Kingdom, Danny the Bastard Christie. Your referee in charge is Harvey Hara.
Good business on the face of both men. Round number one. Silver and blue trunks for Danny Christie. Green and blue trunks for Jimmy Millar. Sticking with the right hand, Danny Christie. Counter left hand on the step in from Jimmy Millar. Double overs for Danny Christie. There's the separation from referee Harvey Hara.
So one benefit of losing, going down to a smaller weight class, a lot of times you feel faster. Let's see if that's the case for Christie.
The right hand on the combination, level change from Jimmy Millar, gets the separation. 25 remaining, round one. This is our feature fight here in the middleweight division. Step in, big right hand from Danny Christie.
That's the big punch, when you have that right hand versus the southpaw.
Duck under from Millar, clever on the turn, back to the center circle.
Whoever can step outside that lead foot has a straight shot right down the pipe.
Christie from the orthodox stance. You see Millar in the southpaw stance, and knockdown number one.
Looked like a flash knockdown. Millar doesn't seem like he's really too badly hurt right now. Let's see if Christie tries to step on the gas.
40 seconds remaining, round number one. Christie on the left hand on the entry, big right hand. That turned out Jimmy Millar. Left hand and knockdown number two.
Caught him with the left hook. Millar really needs to get past this round. Stay on his bike, start moving.
We'll see how hard Danny Christie now goes for the finish with 15 seconds remaining, round number one. Left hand, big right hand. Christie flurrying out to the body. Smart defensive clinch from Jimmy Millar. Christie forward again. Millar on the jab, that ends round one.
And as a fighter, Sean, it's very difficult to say, I cannot trade punches with this guy right now. I know I can win, but I can't do it right now. When you get knocked down, your steps are just a little bit slower. Your hands aren't reacting properly. You cannot do that. You have to resist that urge to trade punches. You have to get on that bike or clinch. First knockdown. Beautiful left hand lead. Just a very nice hook that landed clean.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout.
Well, it looked like so far from the first round, Christie was able to keep that power that he had at 185, maybe just a little faster right now. So that's a beautiful combination if you're Danny Christie.
Seconds out called. Danny Christie recording 2 knockdowns of Jimmy Millar in round number one. The fighter's up to scratch. Round number two. See the small cut under Millar's right eye. Millar showing his footwork from the outside. Now the duck under of the right hand from Christie. Christie to the inside. Squeeze from the head chancery, gets the quick separation from referee Harvey Hara. And now time called by Hara. Good refereeing from Hara. I always like the use of timeout by a referee to talk to a fighter rather than waste seconds in the fight. Hara telling Danny Christie, don't push your palm into the face of your opponent, Jimmy Millar. Millar bleeding from his right nostril. Double change from Millar. Doing so defensively, not offensively. 1:15 remaining round two. You can see Christie sitting on that right hand, Chris.
Trying to wait for the right time. Step outside that lead foot.
There's the right hand on the inside. Millar fast on the jab. Christie now on his back foot. Millar coming forward. 50 seconds remaining in the second round. Here comes a step in left hand from Millar. The southpaw stance. On the turn, right hand. Separation again from Hera. Right hand. Millar trying to swing big in the mid-range. Resets to the outside. Then to the inside. Millar throwing to the body. And Christie now cut under his right eye and under his left eye. That second clack. Late here in round number 2. Downward right hand from Danny Christie just off the mark. The bell, we move to round 3.
Christie doing a much better job when he's able to step outside that lead foot, come in with that right hand, land power shots. You can just tell there's a difference in strength, in punching power. Christie possesses it. He needs to utilize it. He's got to step in, land that straight right. And I don't care if you're throwing it and it's landing on the face, the chest, the arm, the stomach, whatever he lands, it's going to do damage. You can see right now the corner of Christie really encouraging him to go out there and fight. Not a good, happy corner in the round right there.
Harvey Hera putting Danny Christie's lead left foot on the scratch line as we start round number 3, and a fast start off of scratch in the third round for Danny Christie.
And that is what his corner was imploring him to do, come forward and throw punches.
Millar, very wide crouching stance. Christie again measuring the right hand. Millar on the back pedal. Millar step in left hand counter right from Christie. Another punch landed flush. That right hand getting through from Danny Christie. Left hook not there. Christie tried to pull it back mid-flight. In the clinch. Christie tried to land on the separation. Fair play. Jab pack from Jimmy Millar. Heavy forward pressure again from Danny Christie.
And Christie is listening to his corner. He's getting in position. He's stepping forward. He's throwing the hard right hand.
Millar trying to time his jab on the entry. The forward pressure of Danny Christie. Millar again circling out. Using his footwork to reset in the center circle. Hard punches coming forward. Left hand from Danny Christie. Millar to the body. On the overhook. Right hand from Christie. See the active clinch. The fighter's still throwing. On the right hand now the separation. Step in right hand again from Danny Christie. He is finding that step in right hand.
And that is why his corner keeps yelling at him. That's exactly what he needs to do. Step forward, land that right hand. You're doing damage every time.
Millar circling out. 15 seconds remaining round 3 on the duck under. Millar trying to counter, takes that left hook from Christie. Overhook from Danny Christie. The separation again. Big exhale from Millar on the back pedal. Left hand not getting through. Next up, round 4.
And that was a much better round for Christie. When he listened to his corner, they were telling him exactly what he needed to do. Great job of corner work. The power shots being thrown and landed by both fighters. If you're in the corner of Millar at this point, you have to tell him he needs to get off first. He cannot sit in front of Christie and wait for him to throw that right hand. It's doing damage. Mix it up, confuse him, throw some feints, do whatever you need to make sure you're not standing and waiting for him to throw those hard power shots.
Through the opening 3 rounds, Danny Christie, 2 knockdowns to 0, dropping Jimmy Millar twice in round number 1. Round number 4. An immediate forward pressure off and scratch, but it's methodical pressure, not rushing pressure from Christie. 18 position, Millar continued to throw legally to the body. The separation from Hera, right back to it, right back to the mid-range, Danny Christie. Goes right back to extending with the left hand and sitting on that right hand. Big left hook from Christie.
See the overwhelming amount of punches that were landed in the first round. And now Millar kind of taking the lead, a number of punches landed.
Jimmy Millar down twice in round number 1, but still very much in this fight.
Millar doing a good job of head movement. Very difficult to hit. He's getting very low, trying to avoid the hard right hands of Christie.
Bouncing right uppercut, now the step-in left hand from Danny Christie. Exhale again from Millar on the exit. Good duck under from Jimmy Millar. Christie forward again. There's the right hand, left hook to the body. Clever combination from Christie.
Christie can turn some of those straight rights into some uppercuts.
Good step-in left hand from Jimmy Millar, out to the body. Christie is initiating most of these clinches, but credit to Jimmy Millar, he's throwing in the clinch. Takes that right hand, does Jimmy Millar. 30 seconds remaining, round 4. Christie trying to turn up the temperature, closing stages of the 4th round. Double left hand from Millar.
And Christie's starting to throw more uppercuts.
Left hand duck under from Christie on the right hand of Millar. Christie again taking away time and space from Jimmy Millar. Half-tied plump from Millar. Now on the underhook. Driving pressure from Millar. From Harvey Hera reset. We move to the 5th and final round.
I know a lot of these fights seem like they're going the distance, going some rounds, but they've been phenomenal fights. I will never complain when you have a fight going 5 rounds if they're like this. You can tell in that round, Christie really stepped up the pace, started throwing a lot of uppercuts, and I think that's exactly what he needed to do. Those were landing, they were making Millar change his pace and change the way he did things, because he knew if he continued to stay crouched down, if he continued to stay in that position, he's going to get hit with some massive shots.
Danny Christie, this is 6th bout of BKFC. Set to enter his first ever 5th round. Jimmy Millar under 1-0 in BKFC. That fight, March of last year, he defeated Kyle Cassidy by way of 2nd round TKO. Proverbial uncharted waters for both Christie and Millar in BKFC. Round number 5. Final round of our feature fight. We're in the middleweight division. Hard underhook from Millar. That was smart. It's the separation from Harvey Hera. The left hand, heavy pressure again. Looming large right now, Chris. The 2 knockdowns recorded by Danny Christie and Jimmy Millar, and presumably a 10-7 round for Danny Christie. Very
difficult to overcome. You have to get some knockdowns of your own. Millar has been unable to do so.
Those right now stand as the lone knockdowns recorded in this fight. Christie forward again, good left hand from Millar, beautifully timed. Millar couldn't time that left hand. Rear right uppercut from Christie into the clinch. 65 seconds remaining in this fight. Again, Millar to the body has been very effective. Continuing the throw on the Christie-initiated clinches. Right uppercut from Millar, overhand right from Jimmy Millar.
Christie dropping his mouth, he was trying to put it back in.
Millar talking to Christie, we fight on.
Millar trying to say, put your mouthpiece back in. Christie said, I don't need it.
Now time called by referee Harvey Hera. We will have the rinsing of the mouthpiece.
I mean, at this point, I don't think these guys need that. Put it back in the mouth, let's go.
Do it the MMA way, not the boxing way. That was done the boxing way, right back to it, time in. On the overhook from Jimmy Millar. Christie to the body, left hand. On the duck under, both fighters throwing in the pocket. Drive forward pressure with the front shoulder from Jimmy Millar.
I mean, what an exhausting style. These guys have been in the clinch a lot this fight.
Short right hand from Millar. Christie coming forward, jab from Millar. Straight punches from Christie. Millar on the turn. Big right hand from Danny Christie. Both fighters throwing on the inside. Half-tie plum from Jimmy Millar. Heavy forward pressure, chest to chest. Left hand getting through. Final seconds of this fight. And that is the end of our feature bout. BKFC Prospect Series Newcastle is presented all evening long, commercial free by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And you'd have to think those knockdowns in the first round could be hard to overcome, but Sean, you never really know. That's one thing I've learned being in there actually fighting a fight I thought I won sometimes. Not so much. You never know what these judges are necessarily what they're looking for. It would take a perfect rest of the fight for Millar to win them.
Our strike stats presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
A few more punches thrown for Millar, a few more landed, but those knockdowns, those could be huge.
Danny Christie versus Jimmy Millar going the distance. And again, as we consider the three ISKA judges' scorecards being tallied now at the officials' table, we go back to round number one. Danny Christie twice dropping Jimmy Millar. The lone two knockdowns in this fight. Credit to Jimmy Millar. Pulling himself back into this fight, twice off of the canvas. Credit to Danny Christie, the BKFC UK 185-pound champion, dropping to 175 pounds.
Always difficult, especially that first time you make a new weight class. A lot of times people go out there and they gas out. They're not used to the weight cut. You feel like you have no energy, you're weak. Christie seemed like he was getting stronger as the fight went on, in my opinion.
These are two quality fighters. Extremely high level, well contested throughout the full 5 rounds. Osragip is set. We go to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores the bout 50-44. Your second judge scores the bout 49-45. Your third judge scores the bout 49-44. And your winner by unanimous decision, Danny the Bastard Christie.
And Danny Christie just keeps rolling at a different weight class. I thought he did a very